Hey guys, I'm Sean Larson, and I have some of the best proof in the industry that I can help you get results with girls online and through cold approach and other methods. Here is some proof right here that I can actually, get the hottest girls.
We are uh, we are making video of make a shit in Europe. In Europe, a great success. If you would.
Yeah. You want me to get you grab? Huh?
Uh-huh.
Like that view? Huh? Yeah? You like that view?
Yes.
Come here. Get me water from the fridge. Yeah. Yeah. Get me the water from the fridge. Oh my god, you got me water. Alright, so today we're going to talk about um, can AI help you get girls? Okay, we're going to look into if AI chatbots can actually give you good advice on how to get girls online or offline, okay? So we're just gonna ask a few questions to each of these different AI bots and find out if their advice is any good. So I'm gonna vet them for you and we'll see if, you know, chatbots are a good alternative to going through someone's online course or educational material on how to meet women. Alright, so here we have a screen um, for Gemini. This is Gemini, and we're gonna go through three different chatbots: Gemini, ChatGPT, and Grok, and we're gonna see what each of them says. Okay, so the first question we're gonna ask, let's say, what kinds of pics should I use in my online dating profile? Let's ask that. What kinds of pictures should I use in my online dating app profile to get the best results? In other words, dates and get laid, basically. All right. Alright, so Gemini says to get the best results on dating apps, whether you're looking for a long term partner or more casual, your profile needs to function like a high end commercial for brand you. High quality matches come down to trust, attraction, and personality. This is pretty vague. This is just generic advice. I mean, anyone can, like, it doesn't really mean anything. It's like it needs to have trust and attraction and personality. What does that mean? Like, right? Okay, let's continue on. Here's the blueprint for a winning photo stack. The anchor, the clear headshot. Your first photo must be a clear, high-resolution shot of your face. No sunglasses, no hats, and definitely no group shot guessing names. Aim for a relaxed smile or a smirk, eye contact with the camera. No, this is wrong. This is the shittiest advice ever. If you take a picture of your face, just like a headshot, that's like the worst picture you can take. You should be taking a picture of your body if you're working out. You know what I'm saying? Like if you work out, you should be taking a sexualized like type of picture of your best assets that makes you like makes it feel like a sexual vibe is there. All right, so if you don't do that, you're gonna get a bunch of crappy matches. So this is wrong. All right. Um, Number two, the full story, the full body shot, transparency is key. People want to see your style and your build. Standing outside, perhaps walking or leaning against a clean architectural background. Wear something that fits well. No. Again, wrong. Uh, you should. In my testing, like the best pictures that perform really well for getting laid, for getting girls from the apps is taking pictures that demonstrate like sexuality. So it could be funny, it could be like stupid, like a picture of you with like different girls that you've actually been with in like hookup scenarios, but not extremely sexual because they're kind of like that can get you banned, but like making it appear that you're actually like pre-selected and stuff. So that is an important one. Pre-selected means that you have girls already, so you want to kind of like look like that. This is wrong. Like if you take this type of picture, it's just gonna frame you as the same guy as everyone else, so it doesn't matter. The high status social activity shot. This proves you have a life and interests. It makes you look like someone who would be fun to spend an evening with. Great way to get friend zoned. So again, bullshit, garbage advice right here. The high status. Oh, I'm a high status guy. You're either going to get categorized into what the fuck is it called? Gold diggers. Like gold diggers will come after you if you try to do this. Girls won't be like interested in just you. They'll just be coming after you for the fuck. Um, they'll just be coming after you for money, basically. So you don't want this at all. Now, number four, the candid vibe check. Naturally charming is less posed and more personality. Show of humor and more warmth. Again, friend zone. She's gonna friend zone you if you put this. The never list. Okay, never do this. Avoid these like the plague. These are instant left swipes for many. The gym selfie. Wrong. This actually does work to get laid. The gym selfie does work. Alright, so this is pretty funny. It's telling you to avoid one of the things that actually gets you laid online. Alright, the car selfie. It screams, I'm bored. Usually has terrible lighting. No, I've actually gotten laid with like the car selfie. It doesn't fucking matter really. Like it was one of my pictures in one of the pictures that I was using. It doesn't really matter. It's just a neutral picture. It's not like it's gonna get you laid, but it's not like it's not gonna get you laid. It's just neutral, whatever. As long as you don't look bad in it, it's fine. So again, bad advice again. The fish or dead animal photo, highly polarizing unless you specifically want to date someone who also hunts or fishes. It's a gamble. Obviously, you don't want to put like dead animal pictures. That's kind of weird. But yeah, so it's right over there. Heavy filters. If you look like a cartoon or a blurred mannequin, people will assume you're hiding something. That is also true. So you want to make sure your pictures, are not so photoshopped that you look fake. You want to make sure it looks kind of real. So we will teach you how to do that in our course, Dating App Blueprint. But we'll talk about that at the end of the video. But here, this is pretty crappy advice from Gemini. Let's go to ChatGPT. And by the way, I haven't trained these AIs on any information for my courses. So this is just generic bland advice you're getting. Let's ask the same exact question to this thing here. What kinds of pictures should I use in my online dating profile to get the best results? Get dates and get laid. Alright, let's see what ChatGPT says here. I'll answer this in a practical, non-cringy, non-explicit way. Focus on what actually increases. Okay. Politically correct garbage, by the way. Like the way that it talks, it's so politically correct. Women don't like PC behavior. This is why they like to go out with guys who are masculine and macho and not like. You'll notice in these cities that are super like full of dudes who are liberal and leftist leaning, the women are usually like just avoiding those dudes, um, and they friend zone those guys a lot, because they are seeking masculinity and they're seeking that sort of macho vibe. You know what I'm saying? Think of your photos as doing one job: make someone feel safe, curious, and attracted enough to say, "I'd meet this person." Uh, you don't want to make them feel safe. You're going to attract. You're gonna turn into a friend zone there. So, yes, you want to trigger curiosity, but sexual curiosity. It should be sexually attractive. Okay. So this is wrong. Just generic bland advice. Your photos are not about showing off. They're about telling a story that answers these questions instantly. What does you look like in real life? Um, is he socially normal and safe? Does he have a life I want to step into for a date? Wrong. You need to demonstrate that you get laid offline. That's all you need to demonstrate. That's like the most important thing. This is wrong. Like, if you're demonstrating that you're a social person, then you're gonna get friend zoned, basically. So wrong again. Um, Phototypes that actually work in order of importance: clear face shot, non-negotiable. What it does: trust plus attraction, natural light, window or outdoors, eye level camera, relaxed expression, slight smile, serious stare. Um, no sunglasses, no hats. Uh, Clear face shot. Okay. Really, it doesn't even matter. Like, I have gotten a client laid like when he didn't even have his face in the fucking thing. It was just his body. So this doesn't really matter as much. Like, but having your face in there can be helpful. Bathroom mirrors, it doesn't matter, man. Like, bathroom mirrors, I've gotten so many girls with bathroom mirror selfies, like blurry selfies. It doesn't matter either. Weird angles, none of this stuff matters. They're not talking about the stuff that actually matters. Full body photo, your shows you're not hiding anything. People want to know your height. Um, this is wrong. By the way, the women who are like, I need to know that his height is like this, it's wrong. Like, your height doesn't really influence anything, so you shouldn't even mention the height if you're not that tall. But it can only help. It can help a little bit, but you shouldn't mention your height if you're like less than the average height of men, or if you're around the average height of men in that specific area, then you shouldn't mention your height. Your build, if you're muscular, then show it off. If you're not, then don't show it off. How you carry yourself. Okay, so this is just like generic advice that it's giving us. Okay, so it's crappy. Um, yeah, it's just a generic advice. Let's ask Grok the same thing here. One of the things that this thing does is it looks online and looks at Reddit as well. So what it'll do is it'll just gather a bunch of stuff from like these social networks like Reddit and then just like give you some generic nonsense. So that's another thing. Your profile pictures need to showcase attractiveness, personality, and lifestyle in a way that grabs attention quickly, based on data from apps like Tinder, blah, 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 blah. 4 to 6 total. They should be well lit. Natural light is best. Recent within it last year. Free of heavy filters, sunglasses, or hats that hide your face. I mean, this stuff is obvious. Um, actually sunglasses. I wore those like in a lot of pictures, and no one gives a fuck. Actually, girls like that shit. Free of heavy filters. No, you can use filters. You can use all that shit. Doesn't fucking matter. Natural smile headshot. Okay, the AI is telling you that this is gonna get you laid. Look at this dude. He looks like a friend zone, like just friend zone written all over his face. All right, full body shot. This looks gay as hell. All these pictures right here, they're gonna get you friend zoned. It's gonna be a joke, like crap. The girl will like message you. I don't even know if they'll match you actually if you're taking pictures like these. These are just like activity pictures. Like, okay, let's have friends. Let's make friends. You know, it's like whatever. Maybe if you're looking for a girlfriend or something like that, this could work long term. But like, your job is to try to get into the bed as soon as possible with the girl. So, anyways, whatever. Activity or lifestyle shot. Show yourself doing something you enjoy, like hiking, playing sport. Again, like irrelevant. Pet or social proof. Having the pet in there. Okay, this, the dog and everything like that. The girl will swipe right, but like if you get a lot of matches, then you're gonna have to swipe. You're gonna have to. The problem is you don't get DTF matches. You just get a bunch of matches. You don't know. You're not filtering for sexual intent, and therefore what you have is a bunch of like matches that just swipe right because they like the dog. Okay, so you don't want to do this either. It's okay. You can do it, but only if you have the time to like filter through all the matches that you got, and then like screen all of them, and you have to message all of them. It takes a bunch of time and effort. I'd rather just like filter out all the girls out that aren't even DTF. You know what I'm saying? Or that aren't attracted to me in a sexual nature, in a sexual way. I would rather get rid of those girls right off the bat so that I'm not messaging a bunch of girls who are gonna waste my time, So yeah, this is like a bunch of generic crappy advice that it's gonna give to everyone. So what you get when you ask AI for advice is you get a bunch of generic crap that's going to fuck you up in terms of not knowing what to do. Basically, it's just gonna give you a bunch of generic crappy advice. So yeah, overall, we can do more experiments with this in different videos. For now, I just wanted to go over why it's not a good idea to ask for advice on dating from these AI platforms. And basically, if you want real guidance and real help, you have to ask someone who has the experience and who's had decades of going on different dates with girls, getting them into the bedroom, and going further than that. And so, we have a online course called The Dating App Blueprint where we go over everything, and we're actually in the process of updating and upgrading it for the modern day. It was one of the best performing ones in the 2016 to 2020, and it still works. You just have to kind of slightly tone down the sexual stuff that is included in there. But yeah, that will work really well to get you results. And we also have a free ebook called 3 Proven and Tested Tinder Bios. And again, that will work really well. You just have to tone it down a little bit. And we are in the process of upgrading everything, so, just keep that in mind. So anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I have included the links to those 2 things in the description and in the pinned comment. Alright, so like and subscribe and share this video if you found it helpful, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.